Hey guys, come join me as I explore the best of Olympia. It's my first time in this mainland part of Greece, and I can't wait to show you all this history. And right here actually is the ancient Olympic Stadium. Let's go. We have docked at the Port of Katakolon, and we're taking the bus to head into Olympia for the best of Olympia tour. So we traveled through the countryside, and now we're here in Olympia. Ancient Olympia, home of the Olympic Games. Cannot wait to see all this history. Here you see some of the maps. So we're visiting the Museum of History of Excavations in Olympia. So the games typically start at the end of July and beginning of August. And this here is one of the museums that we'll be checking out. So we are headed into the Museum of the Ancient Olympic Games, where you learn about the different events that the ancient athletes took place and archaeological finds. So these artifacts are what's used for the discus throwing. So this is an example of the discus. The other events they have here is like running, wrestling, javelin throwing. So one interesting artifact they showed is this one. It's a huge stone. It's 143 kilos. And that's what ancient wrestlers used to train in heavy lifting. So they would lift this stone up and down because back then there was no concept of barbells and dumbbells. And then that's an example of a discus thrower. So they have the perfect shape of a sphere. They walk a bridge. So after the bridge, you reach the open excavation of the ancient Olympia common ground. Up there is the excavation site of ancient Olympia, which we'll be checking out. So this archaeological site is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So we are now in the archaeological site of ancient Olympia. Officially, we scanned our entrance ticket. So this is where they light the torch. This is so beautiful. Wow, walking in all this history is amazing. So guys, I am standing at the most sacred site here in Olympia. This here is where they light the Olympic torch. It's called Hera's altar, and it is right in front of Hera's temple right here. So this right here is the Temple of Zeus, and right now they're trying to restore the different columns available. And it houses the ivory statue of Zeus, which is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Right here is the ancient Olympic Stadium. As you can see, there are no seats, and there's this canal that runs through. You can see people trying to run the stadium. It's so fun to watch. I'm gonna try to quickly jog and jogging in the ancient stadium here in Olympia. Very exciting. So there are some water stations here if you need to drink some water or refill your water bottle. So after the archaeological site, we are now checking out the Archaeological Museum. The horse actually is the symbol of Olympia. A lot of bronze griffins are rated. This is the statue of Nike. These are pediment statues, which means they were placed 15 meters high up back in the day. This is the statue of Hermes. So this is pistachio cream. It's actually really good. Very, very strong taste of pistachio. You can also taste some olive oil. I'm not sure how true this is. They said Greek olive oil is the best in the world. It's actually won the awards as being the top compared to Spanish and Italian olive oil. Let me know if that's true in the comments. So this is ouzo. It's a Greek liquor. Supposed to be very strong. I've never had it before. It's my first time trying.
Extra virgin olive oil.
Very nice. It kind of reminds me of brandy. So it's not that bitter. It's not like the alcohol that hits you in the face. You get the nice flavor. I feel like it's something you drink as a digestive after. Yes, it is kind of sweet. So now we have some free time to wander the old village that's near the Ancient Olympia before we head for lunch. It's a very nice village. But it's mostly like for tourists, like all the souvenir shops, much cleaner. So this is a nice little promenade over here. There's some more touristy shops here and some restaurants. So sometimes you just want to venture out of the main road because that's where the most touristy stuff is. So I spotted this day and night food cafe. Gonna try some Greek coffee. That is such a cool way of making Greek coffee. So old school. So when walking around the main street, I saw most of the cafes or restaurants offering the Greek coffee for like €3, $3.50. And this is just $1.50 just by venturing a little off the main road. And look at that. I am obsessed with Greek coffee. So here, cheers. So good. So now I'm just chilling at the cafe until we meet for the bus and head for lunch. There was too much like shopping time in this tour. I wish they gave us more time at the actual archaeological sites because that was very rushed. Like, I didn't have much time to actually take content properly. Because it's either you miss what the tour guide was saying or you miss the content opportunities because by the time she finished speaking her thing, she was ready to leave the site. So you had to learn how to balance both like listening and taking content. There are cases where I wandered out on my own away from the group because we were staying in one spot for too long and she was speaking and I wanted to explore more because we only covered like maybe 10 to 20% of the archaeological site. So that right there is the main road. So if you venture just a little off the main road, you're in this nice little cafe. So I got me some uzo as well. This was 13.50, which is pretty good. This I saw online and both in other stores. Like one of this is normally like €5 already. So it's a great deal to get the three and you get it in a nice box. So we are doing our lunch now. It's in this tourist club that they said, and there's some pool over there. It looks like a nice villa. Let's see the food. So you get wine or water with the buffet. So I don't get why they're serving pasta for our Greek lunch. And then there's some roasted veggies, more potatoes, some chicken, some moussaka, which is a Greek eggplant dish. There's also spaghetti, like two kinds of pasta. So at least there's zero because I remember the Istanbul one, it was so disappointing.
Yeah.
So at least the euro is good. So this is dessert. There's like fresh fruits like watermelon and melon. And I'm not sure what this is. Is this even a Greek dessert? Let me know. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed exploring the best of Olympia with me. It is such a beautiful place to explore, especially ancient Olympia. So much history, and it was nice seeing where all the Olympic Games were started. So if you enjoyed this kind of video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and watch this next video right here.